Hi, I'm Carolyn, trichologist here at Absolute. Today we've got a bit of a recipe for you. So yes, we deal with hair loss, hair thinning, scalp conditions, and we offer all sorts of different hair loss treatments. And one of the main common denominators to all these problems is nutrition, and particularly food. So I'm a big advocate for getting what you need from your food. And some people are struggling when we say you should be avoiding the wheat, the gluten, the dairy, the lactose, and the sugar. So I'm always on the lookout for not so much a way of eating, but having good, healthy, and easy alternatives. So for this particular recipe, we've gone to Pete Evans, his book Spiralized. I'm not promoting any type of eating plan, but I just like this recipe because it's so versatile. So it's called spaghetti with prawns, pesto, and pistachio. Okay, so you can really play around with this recipe a lot, and I have. Now the spaghetti is zucchini spaghetti, so rather than using the gluten-loaded spaghetti or the gluten-free spaghettis that have all sorts of additives, you can actually get the exact same texture and result with zucchini. So I've used zucchini, I've used parsnip, and I've even tried it with a turnip. And the texture is right depending on your cooking method. The spiralizer tool is really easy to use. If I can operate it, it's quite simple. So it gives the texture of a spaghetti dish. But the other thing that I like is that they're adding a bit of protein with it. So we're always trying to balance out for iron and ferritin. So I have used prawns in this dish. Always make sure your seafood is wild caught. I've also used scallops in this dish, which is quite delicious. And just last week we did some grilled fish that worked perfectly with the dish as well. For the pesto, it's made from some very, very rich herbs, which I prefer to get from my own garden. It's very easy to grow mint. It grows like crazy in a pot. So, you know, grow your own mint and basil as well, so you can have this really abundant fresh herbs, you know, on hand. You stick them in the blender with some toasted pine nuts, and pretty much voila, you're ready to go. The recipe also suggests you can use pistachios, which again is going to add another protein, but you can actually use other nuts as well, or I have actually done it without the nuts. So it's quite a versatile recipe. We'll pop the link at the bottom of the blog attached to the video. But you know, I guess the other thing we want to share with you is that you can choose any recipe and make changes to avoid the things that are not good for your digestion, which is the gluten, the lactose, and the sugar. So they're all good to mix out. So as always, any questions, concerns about your hair loss, hair thinning, scalp conditions, or you want to share your story with me, drop me an email to info@absolute.com.au. Thanks.